Hi, I'm Mariela. I'm going to be doing this speech with my sister. Okay. If you've ever experienced having family in different locations, if it's states or countries, sometimes our everyday life makes us forget to check in on each other and we get so busy in our everyday lives. By the end of the speech, you'll understand that even a normal day of just hanging out, if it's going to an amusement park or just staying home and enjoying each other's company, can be probably one of the fondest memories with your loved ones. And back in June of 2020, during the pandemic, I unfortunately experienced one of my first losses when a high school friend passed away. And it was something that was very foreign, and I didn't really understand how to accept it. And with my father growing up here in Oceanside, he unfortunately has had a lot of passings as a teenager. So I decided that I needed to reach out, and him and the rest of my family lived in Texas. And it was unfortunate because I didn't know if I was going to be able to fly out there with the restrictions of the pandemic. But luckily, the day after, we were able to book a flight for me to go out, and we even decided to book an Airbnb so we can all just continue to quarantine together and just enjoy each other's company. My sister and I were able to book the Airbnb, and my dad was able to take care of everything else. If it was groceries, drinks, propane for the grill, and we're all really just set by the time I landed in Texas, which felt like the longest flight because I was ready to just relax and be in the open air that was at the time restricted in California. And once I landed, of course, everyone was excited to see each other. It's been a while seeing each other. And we immediately got to the Airbnb and were excited to just kind of get the day going. We all jumped into our bathing suits. My dad started up the grill, put some burgers on, and played his favorite grilling music, which is 80s freestyle. And I just remembered kind of looking around and seeing my mom take videos and pictures, my siblings playing in the pool, me tanning, and I realized this is what home is. It's not necessarily a location, but it's a feeling. And one of the things that we all missed about being together was definitely the barbecues back home in California. So it was nice that we got to experience that together. And then later on that vacation, I was actually able to go to dinner with my parents. And my dad said that was going to be like an early birthday celebration. And we went to a Mexican restaurant that had a live mariachi, and he's always been such a big fan. And that was the first time he actually dedicated one of my favorite songs, Sabor a Mi, to me, and it was such a fond memory. I even have my mom recording that moment, and whenever I feel like I miss him, I'm able to see it, and it's the coolest thing I can think of. And sometimes I look back and I do get emotional. Sometimes it's happy, sometimes it's sad. But it's really nice to be able to even have that on film, to know that, no matter how much time passes, you're very excited to see your family. And it's better to be able to have those moments as soon as possible because you'll never know when it's the last time you see that family member or friend or anything like that. And I've been blessed that one of the last moments I got to have with my dad in person is a very fond memory.